Marvel Future Revolution really does look to be a pretty huge game. The PR for the game has been ramping up for the last month or so, and it really shows no signs of slowing down, with almost on a daily basis as getting new reveals of either locations, villains or heroes coming to the game. Now today what I've done is I've collated everything we've managed to find so far. This is on videos I've released or through various different social media posts, and from what I can tell we have 8 heroes that are confirmed that will be playable at launch. These are most definitely locked in and they are confirmed. We have a further 6 heroes that we've seen but it's not confirmed if they'll be playable or not. I will show them off. We have as many as 20 villains, which is pretty amazing, that's been confirmed already, and then we have 5 different locations as well. So in this video I'll show all of these off. So let's jump in. We'll start off with the one that will be most obvious to people. This is the 8 confirmed heroes. You will probably know this, but let's quickly run over it and we'll show off some gameplay for them as well where it is available. So the first confirmed playable character we'll show off here, and we've actually got some gameplay as well. It will be Storm. She was the one that actually kick-started the PR for the game starting up again, because the game actually, they'd done announcements, I think it was a year or 2 ago, and then it went completely silent, and then we had the gameplay reveal of Storm that dropped, and then since then we've been getting regular content drops, which is pretty awesome. She's in there. She is the only X-Men character at the moment, but in a way she confirms that X-Men characters are on the table, so that's really pretty amazing. Next up then we have Black Widow. Once again we have some gameplay here. The character model for her looks absolutely incredible. I really wish the character model in Marvel's Avengers actually looked like this one here, because she does look completely great. She's got various different abilities as well in regards to her melee abilities and invisibility, and she can even use a sniper rifle as well. So yeah, she looks pretty great. We then have Iron Man up next here. Once again we have a short gameplay segment for him, and it's really what you would expect. Flying around the city, firing off various different beams and just smashing up enemies as well. Spider-Man is our next confirmed playable hero. We just recently got a trailer for him. The trailer looks absolutely incredible, and it says that it's actual mobile gameplay as well. It's everything you really expect from Spidey. He's swinging around, he's got various different web attacks, and he's got a mixture of melee and ranged attacks as well. Next up here we have some gameplay for Star-Lord. He's the last of the launch characters that we've got the longer gameplay segment for. So when we look at the final 3 launch characters that will be coming out, it's just shorter gameplay that we'll have on a loop here. But this confirms that the Guardians of the Galaxy will be in the game. So again, yeah, that's pretty awesome. So the next character we have here, and as mentioned, it's a much shorter gameplay segment we have for him, but it does allow us to actually see some gameplay of him. It would be Captain America. We then have Captain Marvel up next here. Once again, just the short gameplay segment, but allows us to see a few of our different abilities. So we now have our final confirmed launch character, so that brings us to 8 in total. So just to confirm, the confirmed launch characters are Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America, Black Widow, Captain Marvel, Storm, Star-Lord, and then Doctor Strange that you can see on screen as well at the moment. Now we've actually seen some footage of some heroes, but it's not confirmed if they'll be non-playable characters or they'll be playable heroes. Let's have a look at them. So we have this image. It was taken from the official website for the game. You can see the 8 launch heroes in the background, and in front and centre we have Nick Fury. It's not clear if it's just the fact that Nick Fury is a leader of this team, or if he will in fact be a playable character. I'm sure in time he will be, but it's not clear if he'll be playable at launch. We have Vision up next. Given the current state of him in this screenshot, I think he'll be more of a story-based character initially when the game does come out, and then again at a later date he may actually become playable. We have this blink and you'll miss it clip from one of the latest trailers. It does show off for it's an actual in-game footage, so I'm fairly certain if he's not a launch hero, will be coming very shortly after launch. This pretty awesome image here was taken from the end of the Star-Lord gameplay footage, so you can see Rocket and you can see Baby Groot as well there. So yeah, not sure if they'll be playable or not, but they look pretty awesome regardless. Finishing up the heroes here, we have a pretty grainy clip, but you can see this is Yondu. You can actually see the jacket, you can see the blue colour, you can see the mohawk, and you can see his arrow as well. Now, this was taken from the Star-Lord gameplay video, and again this was one that was very easy to miss, but Yondu is in there. Again, if he's playable or not we don't actually know, but there's a gameplay model for him available in the game. Now let's check out the villains, and as mentioned we've got as many as 20 of these that have been confirmed so far. For the villains then, we'll do the same as we've done in the previous segment. If we've got gameplay we'll show it off. So here we go, we can see we've got Red Skull here. The next villain we have here is one that we've only seen in this clip. There's not been anything else to do with them, but it is Doctor Strange Nemesis. It is Baron Mordo. We have MODOK up next here. He's sporting that iconic look from ever since I've seen him in Marvel's Avengers, where they actually done an amazing interpretation of him. I think this one just looks really silly, but it is the iconic look we've got for him. For the final video clip we have here then, we start off with Green Goblin and then he actually transforms into Red Goblin. Now for the remaining villains we don't have any videos of them, but we've got some pretty awesome artwork of them to check out. So the following images we have here have all came from social media. So first off we start off with a pretty big hitter. We start off with Thanos. We have another big name next, awesome looking Loki. Ultron is up next, and there's actually two variants of him. You've got the more classic one, and then they've also showed Ultron Earth 5469, so it makes me wonder if we'll have alternative versions of villains as well, and that could certainly mix things up a fair bit. We have Yellow Jacket next here. Now alongside this tweet, Danny Koo actually confirmed that this is potentially Ant-Man, so I'm wondering if we actually have a villain version of Ant-Man wearing the Yellow Jacket suit. We then have a first Black Order character, so imagine we will be getting all of them. Hate the model for this one, the head looks far too small, it looks like someone cosplaying them, but it is Cull Obsidian. We have a great new design here for Arnim Zola, that makes up for that awful design on the last character. The next villain is Ancient Groot, one I wasn't actually aware of prior to the post on social media about him. So whilst we don't have the regular Hulk in the game, we do have Maestro, so we just need the regular version to appear now. The next villain we have here is Laufey, if that's how you pronounce it. I'm pretty sure it's probably not, but this is actually Loki's father, as far as I'm aware. We're on to screenshots that were taken from the website then. So in this particular screenshot we can see Fenrir on the left. I think that all but confirms that Hela will be in the game as well. The character to the right, there's a lot of debate about this. People believe it's possibly a character called Terrax, but we've still not had 100% confirmation yet. Hidden away at the bottom of one of the social media posts they put out, we have Ares. He's actually hiding behind MODOK and I believe it's Ultron, but we can see him there in the background. Next up here we have Kingpin, and in this image I've never actually noticed before, it looks like Red Skull's actually wearing his jetpack, but yeah, the more interesting one is the fact that Kingpin has been confirmed. The same image here, but over the other side we have Nebula. So far we have Star-Lord, Rocket Raccoon, Baby Groot, Yondu and Nebula as well, so we're just really missing Drax and Gamora. So that was all 20 villains, so moving on to the 5 locations that have been confirmed so far. The first one we have is Xanderth, and the reason it's called Xanderth is I believe that original Xandar has actually been destroyed and all the people that used to live there have actually moved to Earth instead. Next up here we have Sakaar, so this is the region from the Planet Hulk or the World War Hulk run. We can see we've got images of potentially a hub here as well, and this does look like a pretty awesome looking region. We then have an alternative timeline where Hydra actually took over, so this is called Hydra America. This is again a pretty awesome looking biome. So we have here what looks to be Avengers Tower, but this is in New Stark City that this is actually called. Finishing up then, the final location, this is similar to Xanderth, this is called Midgardia, so it looks like Valhalla's actually been destroyed and you can see it's in the process of being rebuilt on Earth. So that's everything there, so as mentioned there's a ton that's been announced for the game already. We still don't have a release date, but we do know it's coming out sometime in 2021. We've got E3 coming up in the next few days when I'm sure we'll get a ton more reviews and it'll make this video probably irrelevant and I'll have to redo it again, but for the time being I hope this has been interesting and it's give you a good idea of the actual scope of the game. So if the video has been helpful, if you've enjoyed the content, take the time to hit the like, share and subscribe button. Let me know which hero and villain you're looking forward to most, which location you're looking forward to visiting as well, and thanks for tuning in, stay safe and I'll see you all again soon.